Okay, so this is for the Williams Flexion exercises. So you got to get the patient in pelvic neutral. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Where is your? That was nice.
Why
Right
did
here.
everybody go for my hands?
Okay, so get yourself in a pelvic neutral position and anteriorly rotate the hips a little bit. Perfect. Right there. So the first one, you're going to have your hands right up on your thighs, and you're going to slide them up as you bring the shoulders up, just like that. Go back down. And now the second one is you're bringing a knee to your chest. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. The rotation of of the hips posteriorly a little bit, just like that, and rock them again. Perfect. Now you're gonna bring your knee to your chest. There you go. And the other one. Perfect. And then the next one is you're gonna bring both knees to your chest. Good. And now you're going to sit up and straighten out your legs and reach to your toes, keeping your back nice and straight. Very good. And then now you're going to get in a lunge position with one knee on the table. And then lunge into the front knee. Very good. You could do the other side if you want to as well.
Why not?
Why not? Perfect. And now you're going to stand up. You're going to do a body weight squat. Have your feet bowed out a little bit. Leg shoulder width apart. And squat as deep as you can. And then go back up. Perfect. Okay, so this is the MaKenzie back program. So the first thing the patient is going to do is lying prone on the table for 5 minutes. And then once the 5 minutes is up, then they're going to go move to their forearms as like almost going up into a plank position, but not with the legs, just with the forearms. And keeping that position for another 5 minutes. And then once they're done, they're going to do a prone press up on the table. They're going to do 10 repetitions of that, 6 to 8 times a day. Perfect. And then the next one in the progression is they're going to get off the table and stand up. And they're going to do trunk extension with, oh, thank you for moving the camera. They're going to do a trunk extension with their hands on their back. And they're just going to extend the trunk as far as they can go. And they're going to do that. They're going to do that 10 times, 6 to 8 times a day. And then after they do that,
Johnny
we are going to need a stool.
Oh.
They're going to do a seated cat-cow. So they're going to, first they're going to like arch their shoulders and posteriorly rotate their pelvis. And then they're going to arch backwards now and extend and anteriorly rotate the pelvis. And then they're going to do that 6 to 8 times, 3 times a day. And then the last activity is they're going to get back up on the table, lying supine this time. And it's going to be similar to part of the Williams Flexion program is they're going to bring their both knees to their chest. They're going to do that 10 times, 6 to 8 times a day.
That's fine. Learn how to use it yourself. Don't have to.
All right, we're going to show the patient how to abdominally hallow
took me
and
weeks
abdominally
to do
bracing.
all of this.
So
I
for
knew
hallowing,
gonna
you're
tell
going
you
to
what
start
to
the
do,
patient in
probably
pelvic
doing it
neutral
yourself.
again. So can you get into the pelvic neutral position by a little bit posteriorly rotating your pelvis? Perfect, right there. And abdominal howling now is going to instruct the patient to suck their belly button into the table and as far as they could go down. And this is used for stability of the pelvis and the spine. And then they could release and come back up. And when they're ready, they can do it again. Perfect. And if they're having trouble doing it, you can assist them using a blood pressure cuff by sliding it under the lumbar spine area and inflating it to about 40 millimeters of mercury. And when they do the hollowing, they would look for an increase of about 10 millimeters in the on the gauge here, and that's how they would know that they're doing it correctly. So now for abdominal bracing, it is almost the opposite. So they would still be in pelvic neutral like he is, and instead of sucking the belly button into the table, they would brace as if they were about to get hit in the abs and basically just tighten up the core and like very hardly. Yeah, very quickly, I mean. And then they could relax and do it again. Perfect. And then this is used if you're lifting like heavy objects or really anything you're lifting in a lifting motion. So